And I'd like to take some time this morning for a little rant. Now, I didn't cover this last night. Main reason is I had a lovely wine adventure. You can check that out on the other channel. But safe to say that after my little wine adventure last night, there was no way on the planet I was going to be coherent enough to basically do anything. And if anybody asks, no, I did not go out. I stayed in house, so there was no risk of drinking and driving. I think I drink and drive. You guys are hilarious. Love you guys too. Stay safe out there. All that fun stuff. But, I had a rough day at work yesterday, in my opinion. And, I'm getting my stuff from my work locker. I'm going to leave. And I look at my phone. I usually do look at my phone to make sure that there's not any text messages or see any alerts that I get on YouTube for videos I should watch later when I get back home. And one of these alerts is from the MLB.com app. Get all of your latest MLB news. Not sponsored, but I think it's a very useful app. Somebody like me who follows baseball a lot. So I checked this out. And, I read the headline that Adam Ottavino is going to the Red Sox. So, I'm thinking to myself, first thing is, why are we trading Adam Ottavino to the Red Sox? Why on the planet are we trying to help out the Red Sox bullpen? As they are a division rival. What on God's green earth are we thinking? What on God's green earth are we doing? You see, we got 8,000 career yards for Amari Cooper. Very nicely done for him. So I go read this before I get in the elevator. And touchdown to Jason Witten. Very nicely done. Hopefully strike excellent. Sorry. And as I'm reading this, I'm thinking, okay, we're trading Adam Ottavino for this Red Sox prospect that I've never even heard of. And the reasoning is a salary dump. And at this point, I think the soft salary cap that baseball has is total crap. I'm sorry. I'm a big market fan. I believe in if you have the money, spend it. I want the former days of the evil empire, Boston being able to pull strings all over the place. Dodgers, Angels, let's just throw money all over the place. No, I am. I do believe in a ridiculously high payroll. I do. I do it for my MLB The Show teams all the time. I want to throw that money around there. I'm George Steinbrenner, you know, in a very modern, I guess, era of baseball, or whatever you call this era of baseball, frankly. I think it's modern, I don't know what it is. I guess it's analytics era. But anyway. So, that's what I think when I first look at it. I get back home, and I talk to my colleague, co-commissioner of Fantasy Football League, also now fitness guru, who is a Red Sox fan, and I'm like, bro, are you kidding me? Why did the Yankees even do this? And of course his thought process is, oh, you know, he loves the Red Sox, and you should too, because he's been trying to make me a Red Sox fan forever. I'm like, yeah, that ain't gonna happen. But, I don't want that, I want this. Suffice to say, he still thinks that John Henry is, not gonna put money into the team. Well, Adam Ottavino has about a little over $8 million in salary this year. So when I went ahead and read it again, the headline on ESPN, it's the Yankees sending a prospect and Adam Ottavino plus $850,000 to Boston for a player to be named later or cash. And now, after reading that, it's basically a salary dump. And that pisses me off. The Yankees do not dump salary. The Yankees do not dump salary. That's ridiculous. The Yankees dumping salary is the most insulting thing I've ever heard as a fan. Okay? Small market teams dumping salary to try to get good prospects for their players. Yes. We understand that. That's the market dynamic. That is the tragedy of the small market team. Urinating Tree is a video on that. You can go check that out. I watched that video. I was impressed. I gave it a like. I think I also added it to my videos that I like to watch. Yeah, if I have nothing else to watch. But for a big market team to say, effectively, we're dumping salary, here's some motivation to dump it for you, we'll include a prospect with this, you know, guy who frankly is not a bad pitcher, is an insult to a fan like myself. It is, it's an insult. Now, there's a couple factors working here. Is that Adam Ottavino last year in the shortened season blew 3 saves and an ERA over 5. Okay, I can get that. But you don't dump salary to Boston if it gives them a chance to beat us in the division. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. Now, were there other teams like all not interested and Boston's the only one to play here? Maybe. I wouldn't necessarily rule that out. However, I gotta rule out the matter of fact that, are you freaking kidding me? That Boston was the only one on the table. I'm not gonna believe that. Yeah, Adam didn't have a great year last year. Okay? That just happens. It was a 60-game shortened season. There are effectively 2 spring trainings. And I just got sacked twice in a row. What the hell? Are you kidding me? Ridiculous. Hold on a second, guys. And make sure I get this touchdown. Yeah, I'm going for it on the 11-yard line. I don't care. And we dropped it. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. I played that very poorly. I played that very poorly. Anyway. I don't buy that's a salary dump. Now, I haven't looked to see where the Yankees are close enough to this soft cap luxury tax or whatever. And what they're saying is the cap, I believe, is $210 million. And I think they're at $200 million. They have $10 million in space to work with. Now, I don't understand, really. And I don't know what it is that I do not understand. But I don't understand, excuse me, how you're going to tell me that we're going to do a salary dump to a division rival. I really don't. I don't get that. I don't understand that. That's ridiculous. Of all places, a salary dump. You know. I'd not pick a division rival, much less Boston. Much less Boston. Now, it's not unprecedented, of course, in the history of Yankees Red Sox. Make a trade. You know, 2013 or 2014, Steven Drew for Kelly Johnson happened. That did, in fact, happen. I'm not saying it's impossible. What I am saying, however, is that you're going to try to guise this, you know, because of financial issues, whatever. That's 2017, baby. And I don't know how the hell he did not catch that ball. That is 2017. Why the hell are we having a problem throwing a friggin' touchdown in the end zone? Gonna run it then, because apparently nobody wants to block on the offensive line. So, we're just gonna do that. I'm not missing a touchdown twice in a row. Inexcusable.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
So that's my opinion. That we did this in 2017. Say, oh, we need to get under the cap. I was like, okay, it makes sense. We're doing it again 4 years later. Are you kidding me? I mean, are you legitimately kidding me? Is there something to be said to get under the cap? I guess. Sure. You know, you lose draft prospects. You lose international signing bonuses. But I don't like the trade personally, and it's mostly because of who they're trading it Adam to. And I'm just frustrated that a big market team like the Yankees is going to try to tell me, oh, we need a salary dump because we need to get under this cap. That's ridiculous. They're the Yankees. You spend the money. You ain't spending the money. Who the hell's spending the money? Dodgers? Okay. They're apparently trying to spend less too. The Angels? I'm pretty sure they still have Albert Pujols on their tab. I don't know about much of the other contracts that they had in yesteryear with Josh Hamilton and C.J. Wilson. Whoever else company there is. Now, they might have shaken off those other two. I don't know how far back they went. The point of the matter is, between the Yankees, the Red Sox, who are also contracting, the Dodgers, the Angels, I believe, had a higher payroll. I'm not sure if they're in the top 5. They're in the top 10, I believe. The Mets are adding themselves into that top 5, top 10 conversation now. They have a new owner. They have more capital. They're going to make those big splashy moves. But you're telling me the Yankees are trying to conserve money? Get out of here, bro. Get out of here with that. Who are you trying to play? You're not playing me. That's crap. I'll say this too. I think Brian Cashman needs to start getting his butt on thin ice. Just think about it. Brian Cashman has been the GM of this team for how long? He's been the GM of this team for how damn long? Been the GM of this team a long time. How long has it been since the Yankees last won a World Series? It's been over a decade. No, George is around. There wasn't a World Series in 5 years. You were getting your ass handed to you out the damn door. That's what it was. You were out of that damn building. And there was no second coming to it. Actually, that's not true, because Billy Martin was rehired like 4 times set 10 years in the 80s.
Play here for Dallas. 59 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever?
But I tell you what, at least Billy won.
What the next play call is going to be, because after
77.
a lot of teams like
Got them,
To the end zone for a Cowboy
you know, to their staging point in 78 before he was fired midway through.
Russell Wilson, 3 touchdowns.
I believe he was back in 81.
Continue to put this one out.
Yankees lost that World Series
if you didn't know it, it won't surprise you
to
that this team leads the league.
yours truly, the Dodgers.
Quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can
What's Brian Cashman done since 09?
coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Got a division? Congratulations.
Out at Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Gotten, you know, to the ALCS
And they will
a few times. Congratulations.
turn this one as it's through the end zone for a touchdown.
Been no World Series appearances since 09.
Ready to get back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's
You can tell me all you want. Oh, you know, the GM
just wound up
isn't on the field. He's not playing a position. He's not pitching. He's doing this. No, he's not. But he's getting the guys too.
Sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now.
You know, realize the fact that, you know, who are the Yankees managers been? There's been Joe Torre. There's been
an incomplete pass.
Joe Girardi.
Second and 10.
Now there's Aaron Boone.
5.
She's only third manager in the time Brian Cashman's been there.
Rosen will throw.
Now the early 90s,
Green, it's complete.
no, not the late 90s, early 2000s, excuse me.
23-yard line.
That's a pretty good success.
And now 3rd and 12.
You know, up till around 02.
Athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence?
Kind of fell apart after that.
He recognized that there was a
Their own
screen
way.
pass on that one, broke off his pass rush and got back
Then you
to
go
tackle
back
the running back.
till 09 after missing the playoffs in 08.
Great reaction.
That's when Joe Girardi got in.
On 3rd down, it's Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Joe Girardi was gone after 2017.
Throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now of Aaron Boone. There are some people who call him Aaron Boone's head.
And he deserves a
I'm not necessarily one of those guys,
This one away. Amendola
but I do believe that the constant in all of that is, in fact, Brian Cashman.
22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Let me tell you something. If you still haven't won a World Series since 09, and you're on a totally different manager now entirely,
Touchdown, their last goal.
maybe you need to start questioning what the hell your GM is actually doing.
Start plotting for this drive. When you start thinking to yourself,
Maybe you need to start getting
away from what you did before, because that worked.
That's caught in
your head,
and he takes
you know, examined and realized that, oh crap,
It's a big play.
we still have the same GM and we're not getting anywhere.
And even 40 yards.
Boy, they've definitely come.
Maybe you need a different direction in your general manager department.
The run has worked, and there's another example right there.
But is Hal Steinbrenner going to do that? I don't know.
But how about his accuracy?
He hadn't done it yet.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
I don't know why.
Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
I know he said his leadership style was going to be different from his father's. I get that. I understand that.
First quarter in
But kid, we haven't won a World Series in over a decade.
territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
You're going to have to start putting the hammer down.
Game where one team is pressing,
Hal Steinbrenner.
and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal.
You are. You're going to have to start putting the hammer down.
They are all over them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
We do. We can't rely on, oh, we're the Yankees. We have the brand. You know, we're 27-time World Series championships. Yeah, that's basically the 20th century.
But that's the spot they're in as they come up to
The Yankees were the team of the 20th century.
They're going to get 10 and a quick first down.
Won how many World Series in the new millennium? 2000?
And the end result.
2009?
This is a team that's down big early
That's
in
it.
the first quarter.
You know how many Boston's won that time? 04, 07, 13, 18.
Ball all over the place.
They got us 4-2.
Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing.
Now, I know we're not going to be winning the World Series every year. Despite me clamoring that we should win the World Series every year. I get it. It doesn't happen.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's Smallwood. He's got it
But the reality of the situation is,
and he got blown up.
if Boston is kicking your butts in the World Series championship, category. As a Yankees fan, we need to go and do something about it. And I don't understand why we haven't done anything about it. It's really ridiculous. What the hell are we doing here, kids? What are we doing? We gotta figure this out. We really do. We gotta figure this out. And telling me that we're trading a bullpen piece, which, by the way, Barney Cash is stressed. Oh, we're gonna be a heavily bullpen team. We only need like 5-ish innings out of our starters because we're gonna have such a vaunted bullpen. Well, now you're trading one of those vaunted bullpen pieces to freaking Boston. Are you kidding me? Are you legitimately kidding me right now? It's just the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. You know, at this point. It really is. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I just don't understand. I really don't. But I'm telling you, if Brian Cash is not on thin ice, I don't know what it's going to take to get that kind of thin ice. I really don't. I don't know what it's going to take for that guy to get on thin ice. But they're going to have to do something about it. Because making deals to make sure we're under this soft salary cap thing is just... I'm not having it as a fan. I'm not buying it. You're acting like a small market team when you have how many resources? If you're going to try to tell me, you know, oh, it's coronavirus pandemic. No, I don't want to hear this. We're all hurting during the damn pandemic. We all are. I'm hurting. We're all hurting. There's something to be said for people losing their jobs. There's something to be said for the people who are working, dealing with more work, more stress. You know, should be getting paid more, not. There's also something to be said for fiscal responsibility in organizations. There's something to be said for making sure all the books are good. There's something to be said for that. It really is. I think I've gone long enough on this rant. It's almost 23 minutes. You guys clearly know that I'm not a fan of this trade. Even if it doesn't work out, I think the premise of the trade is terrible. And if it does work out for Boston, well, good for them. Because we literally left the door open to them to upgrade the bullpen. With a nice piece.
There's AJ Green as he gets set to go again on offense. Looking down at the stats here, realizing
I'm frankly disgusted. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. We'll talk to you again next time.